nipple line, hip, nipple line, hip. Just nipple line, hip, all the way.
That is what you're thinking lah.
Yeah,
when you're running.
nipple line, hip, man.
Okay.
Then just do it. So because usually people over. I think it's okay. Naturally, it's okay because you're trying to push. But in general, if you're doing easy day, nipple line, hip.
Yeah. What kind of FatFitFam? This is Singapore's realest fitness podcast. I'm Dan.
I'm Jimmy.
And today we are talking about
Running, my favorite sport.
I mostly
love running. Okay. Tell me, why do you hate running actually?
So, Jimmy, I went to run 2.4 the other day.
Okay.
Right? So, I think from previous episode, I lost weight, right?
To train for IPPT.
Well, to train for IPPT, yes, but more of like, I haven't run 2.4 in the longest time. Like, I think a year, maybe even, right?
Oh, okay, that's a long time.
I basically don't run, right? Because I do my treadmill walks and whatnot. So, I was having a rough day. And then I thought, I need to get it out of my system. Let's try a run. And I just ran around my neighborhood.
Yeah.
I didn't run exactly 2.4 because I didn't really know how to gauge my my distances. But I tried and...
Use your phone GPS?
No, I just put on my watch and then after that
it tells you.
Yeah, and then it just tells me... then I just keep checking like when I'm done. But I know Aga is about that distance. Anyway, so first time running, I was quite proud. I didn't stop. So I think last time, when I was heavier, it was more like every minute I'm like, I cannot take it, I need to stop.
Yeah.
So I didn't. But as I was running, I had a lot of things where I'm like, maybe Jimmy can tell me some of these things, like what he done.
Correct.
So maybe my first question is, I ran at night, right? So I feel quite comfortable running at night. I think I ran at like 11 p.m. Like in Singapore, right? Do you train like running in the day or what do you think is the best time to run in Singapore?
The best time would be actually in the morning.
Really?
So, because that's when it's cooler. But then a lot of people have difficulty in waking up.
So what time is morning?
Back when I was working also, or back in study also, I will wake up very early, about like 6 a.m. to run.
6 a.m. Okay.
6 a.m. That's when it's coolest.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but if you cannot make it the time, like if it's too... For me right now, I cannot wake up that early anymore.
Sure.
So I'll usually run around 7 to 8.
Right.
So I have an early dinner. And then I will wait for an hour or so. Then I will start running around 7:30 to 8 plus.
So it's
9
best
plus.
to have a digestive time also
correct.
before you start running.
Yeah, because you get gastric, you get the reflux, acid reflux.
I see.
So it's always good to wait for an hour or so before you start running.
So, but is it also okay to run before you have your dinner? Like just push your dinner
it's definitely, it's perfectly fine. But of course, if you eat before your dinner, you're gonna screw up your sleep. Because let's say you eat too late, then you screw up your sleep.
Right.
Then you will mess up your sleep cycle.
I see,
so it's always better to either run earliher, eat later, or eat earlier and then run later.
Okay.
So that's one thing that you have to take note of.
Right.
When you run and at odd timings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that one of the best timings, of course, is in the morning if you can make it before before sunrise.
Okay.
So I think for Singapore, it's more humid, it's more hot.
Yeah.
So once the sun rises around 8:30, it gets extremely hot already. So it really definitely affects your performance and then your mood to run.
True. Yeah. You kind of want to stop, right? Because you're sweating buckets really
exactly.
by the time.
Yeah, but I think 11:30 around there is pretty good, and I think we must be grateful for Singapore where it's very safe.
It is.
At 11:30,
yeah.
You run in other countries. 11:30 is a bit too late.
I think it's more than that, man. It's like yesterday I was in JB, right? And I realized like there's potholes. Then like
cannot
there's some
see them.
where the path ends abruptly, and then you got to go on the road. But you're right, in Singapore, right, I have a very clean track.
Correct, yeah.
Like you said, safe. I just go down, carry my phone.
You won't have to worry about injuries or falling down.
Yeah.
And any like vehicles trying to hit
everyone's
you.
pretty well lit.
Exactly, it's pretty well lit.
Yeah, you're right. You can run anytime.
Of course, you still need to be cautious of those cyclists. There's some cyclists, there's some e-cyclists that takes your path.
Sure,
so you gotta be careful.
But I think got enough more space,
correct.
So at least just be more
or less find the timing that you like to run at, and then you stick to it. If you like more cooling time, you try to wake up more earlier or run later.
Okay.
That's the thing to do in Singapore. And also hydrate a lot.
Yeah. So I was running also, right? I realized, I'm thinking about a lot of things, like about the day, about whatever, right? And okay, to be fair, some people say 2.4 is a short run.
It is a short run.
It is right? Compared to a marathon, which is like 10 times longer.
Yeah.
To me, 2.4, I had a lot, I don't know, I felt like I had a lot of time to just think about this, think about that, think about my future, think about my finances, think about my 5-year plan.
Yeah.
I had a lot of time in this, like,
That's
15 minutes to think. But when you go for marathons and you have like 10 times as much time, what do you think
So that's actually what I do in marathons. Like I will think about, because I'm a coder, I'm a programmer, right? So when I have problem to solve. I usually take the time to run, and I usually think of the problems in my head.
Oh,
That's if I do
okay.
easy runs. But when you're doing super difficult runs, I don't think you have the mental capacity to think. It's also painful, and then I just go with the flow. You just try to daze out, and then just run.
So you zone out.
I listen to music also. So music does help. I think for 2.4 it's a slightly shorter distance, so you can zone out. What I do, and then can listen to music. I wear my earpods, and then I listen to some jams.
Is there particular musics like with certain tempos that help you with your pace, or what do you listen to?
I guess it helps. Like if you listen to like 180 BPM sounds,
180
music,
BPM,
yeah, about 180 because that's the perfect cadence to go for. So cadence is the number of steps per minute.
Right.
So the recommended is about 170 to 180.
Okay.
So it's always recommended to go more because that you have less impact to the ground. So less impact to the ground means that you have better for your knees, better for recovery. So more efficient strikes also.
Right. So this is the optimal pace in a way.
Yeah,
and music might help you to keep up with it or even
so
slow
you
down
run,
to
you
don't
run the
overdo
beat.
it. Right,
the beat. So you should aim for about 170, 180. You can search on Spotify, 180 BPM songs.
I see.
Yeah, and it helps you with your rhythm.
Right.
Yeah,
for me
also,
personally, I just listen to like hard rock. Like
that helps also, but
really,
it might also push you too hard.
Yes. Yeah.
To push you too hard, then you might overcompensate at the start.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. But I feel like whenever I'm slowing down, I'm like, let's go.
Correct. Yeah. But I'm quite glad that you started your running journey.
Well,
2.4.
Yeah. So I do plan to train for IPT lah, which we'll talk in another episode. But I think today we'll focus a bit on the running part of it.
Right.
So like halfway through running, right? Okay, it didn't happen to me yesterday, but I recall it happening to me a lot of times, which is stitches.
Stitches, okay.
So what is stitches? Do you want to put up ChatGPT and what exactly stitches? I still don't know what it is. It can happen on the left side. It can happen on the right side. And like, so what are the ways do we prevent stitches before a run? And how do we remediate it during a run?
Okay.
Yeah.
So for me personally, for stitches, let's take a look at ChatGPT first.
Yeah.
So stitches is a medical term for exercise-related transient abdominal pain. It is due to the irritation of the diaphragm when your diaphragm is working harder than during running, and a repeated up and down jarring can irritate
Interesting.
it. So it's a straining of supporting of ligaments. It is due to blood flow competition because more blood goes to your working muscles and less to your diaphragm, and also your gut movement, fluid sloshing around your stomach can tug on the ligaments and cause pain. So from this already you can tell that to prevent stitches, you can don't drink too much water or eat before you run. So probably you can drink a lot of water, like maybe 30 minutes before your run. Then once, you wait a bit before you start running. But I think what I recommend in Singapore, because it's so hot, I just say drink anyway. So one thing to prevent stitches is do a warm up. So you try to do some stretches, you stretch your tummy, do like your overhead stretch. Then before you do an actual run, you do a slow, maybe for 10 minutes, a warm up. Get your body rolling, do deep breaths. So I believe also...
So don't just dive into it.
Don't dive into it.
Sprinting.
So you progressively go harder.
Right.
You don't immediately go hard.
Okay.
And then also take deep breaths. So I realize a lot of people do shallow breaths.
Okay.
So when you run, you do a... So you're hyperventilating, you're doing shallow breaths. So I recommend you do deep breaths.
Right.
So you have... Your tummy should expand when you breathe.
Okay.
So you do a deep breath. Then you run.
Right.
Yes. So you take so every time you breathe in, you take about 2 steps. Then you breathe out, take about 2 steps. So you
rather than every step.
out. Yeah. So you in, out. So you can also help with your rhythm also.
I see. So breathing really helps.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you in, out. So in, take 2 steps. Out, take 2 steps.
I mean, I assume this has to come with practice, right?
Correct.
Because you can't.
So with good breathing technique, with good warm up, and also as you get more used to and more core strength too. So you have more core strength. As you get stronger, as you get more endurance, stitches will naturally go away.
I see.
Yeah. So you also must develop your core strength. So you do planks, you do sit-ups.
Sure. Yeah.
So as part of IPVT, you also do sit-ups.
Yeah. Anyway.
So as gradually as you get fitter and stronger, the stitches will naturally go away.
But these are like, how do we prevent it, right? But let's say during the run, then you have it, right? Then what?
I believe
I want to stop. Honestly,
you would want to stop. But for me, I would try to run up, have good posture.
Okay.
Because usually when you slouch, your ligaments, they're not there. They're not
engaged lah.
They're not engaged.
Sure. Yeah.
So you keep upright.
Okay.
Take deep breaths. I will clench my core.
Okay.
Okay, so because it's very painful, you need to. Usually I'll clench my core
Yeah.
to ignore the pain.
Right.
Tahan the pain and swing your arms.
Okay.
Yeah, and that naturally also will go away.
I see. Yeah.
So you
do you
definitely
slow
need to
down a little bit, or do you just keep up your pace?
If it's a competition, definitely I will try to stick with the pace.
But if it's
But
training
if you
or
are just
whatever,
training normally, I think it's better to just slow down.
slow down,
Because
fix it first,
fix it
in a way.
first.
Yeah.
Or not, it'll be ineffective in your training.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So that's the gist of stitches.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay. That's good to know.
I think the main important thing is warm up.
Okay.
Yeah, warm up will definitely help with stitches.
Preventing it.
Preventing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Then I realized that we like when I run, I don't really know what shoe to use per se.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe I'll switch back the off the screen.
yeah.
So the so I use like the NS shoes that they're the free ones.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the best.
Yeah, it's not the best.
There's not enough foaming below, so people. I have slight flat footness so like it hurts the middle side of the
arc.
The arc.
Oh, the middle. Okay.
So I did try some other shoes or whatever. So how much do shoes or even socks impact your performance in the run?
So
or comfortability in the run?
nothing wrong with using NS shoes.
Okay.
So back then I also used NS shoes, and one way to impact or one way to alleviate the lack of foam is to run on the track, because on the track is spongy. It does
the
reduce
stadium
impact.
track.
It reduces the impact on your knees.
Okay.
So I totally agree that shoes really affect the performance and the way you recover and the way like there's different shoes. So there's easy day shoes and there's tempo shoes, and then there's race day shoes.
Okay.
So I think for general public or like people who just got into fitness, you want to get an easy day shoe.
Okay.
So these easy day shoes are meant for running and have more cushion.
What's some brands or some
I'm a
cheaper
huge,
one maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, a huge advocate for Asics, because Asics is it's a cheaper-ish brand and very durable. So I've tried many brands like New Balance, Hoka, Nike. Okay, they run out quite fast. They wear out quite fast. Asics in general is very durable.
Right.
So I already recommend the Kayano if you're getting into it.
Kayano,
the Kayano, the Asics Kayano, or the Asics Nova Blast. So I have two pairs of Nova Blast actually.
I see.
Yeah, and I really love the shoe because it's very spongy.
So for those who are just starting out or really they want to try running, these are the Asics Asics basically.
Yes, and I have more tips about buying them. Maybe I can just give a brief tip.
Great. Yeah.
So because the later models will be very, very expensive. So the latest Nova Blast 5, for example, I think it's about $200 or about $200. But if you buy the Nova Blast 4 or Nova Blast 3, it's way cheaper, about $130 to $150. So you can take a look in Lazada, in Shopee, and then if there's a sale, you just get it.
When you use it daily-ish, right?
Yes.
How long does it last? Like how many years?
My Nova Blast 3 lasted me about over 2 years already.
Oh, and like you said, 100 plus.
And I run about 1,000 kilometers in it already, and it's still very good.
I see.
Yeah. So I also use app trackers to track my shoes. They automatically add my runs to the shoe. So the
so it's
distance.
kind of like the shelf life, or like how many, basically
correct.
how long you've been.
So they reckon about 600 km per shoe.
Okay.
But this shoe I have used about 1,000 km and it's still very pristine.
I see.
Yeah, it's very good.
Okay. So then, for me, of course, I'm trying to train for IPPT.
Yeah.
So what is the sprint shoe that you recommend?
Sprint shoe. So more tempo or race day shoes.
Yeah, really just making out maximum performance that then run and die basically.
So if I get into this, it'll take like an hour episode. So a shoe. So there are tempo day shoes or race day shoes with carbon fiber plates.
Okay.
So what these plates are essentially are like springs.
Okay.
So when you land on the ground, they store energy. And then when you release from the ground, they release the energy.
Oh, interesting.
So they're like springs.
Oh, it's like Black Panther technology.
Yeah, so they propel you, They propel you as you step. So it's very energy efficient and it makes you go faster.
I see.
So there really is a difference. You can go try it out at stores in iRun.
So are these expensive?
So they can be very expensive. So the top end race day shoes can go over $300 to $400.
Oh wow.
So there's this shoe called the Nike Alpha Flies. They cost about almost $400.
Right.
Because they have the carbon plate, they have these air pods. So they are very spongy.
I see.
They are very good for energy conservation.
I see. So it just keeps your momentum going.
Keeps your momentum going.
Interesting.
Yeah. But there's a caveat to it. It's expensive and it only lasts for maybe 1 or 2 races. Let's say you run a marathon.
That's what I was about to say.
Also.
Because it's race day or tempo shoes, right? And you have some. So, like, if you use them very rarely, right? Do they wear out like?
So
you know what I mean? Is it recommended to keep using them or how?
Just store it in a shaded area.
Okay.
Because definitely the rubber will deteriorate after a while.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so probably you try to use it as often, and maybe max your shelf life will be about 2 to 3 years.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for me so far, I do not see any issue with that. Yeah. But for me personally, you don't need to go for the really expensive top-end shoes.
Yeah.
So you can go for the middle-of-the-road shoes. So Asics themselves also have these types of shoes. So the top end would be the Meta Edge.
Okay.
So they have Meta Edge Sky, they have Meta Sky and Meta Edge.
Okay.
And then the middle of the road will be the Magic Speed. So I also have several pairs of Magic Speed. I have the first iteration, and now I have the Magic Speed 4.
Is that the latest one?
The latest one is Magic Speed 4.
Nice.
And it's a mix between everyday shoe and a race day shoe. So it has a bit of a cushion, and it also has a carbon plate for that propulsion.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I bought mine in Japan. So in Japan it's way cheaper.
I see.
About 150 SGD also.
Oh, okay.
In Singapore it's about 220 if I'm not wrong.
Right. So those who are traveling can consider visiting some of these
in Japan
shops and
especially.
really, invest in these shoes anyway, right?
Correct. If you're going to Japan, definitely get a pair of A6 or a pair of New Balance.
Okay, so, I know a lot of you go to Japan.
So go to New Balance stores. If you're going to Osaka or Tokyo, you head to the New Balance stores and A6.
Yeah. I know they have quite a bit there. I've been to a few.
Yeah.
Anyway, so back to the running part. Yeah. So when like way back when, right, I did watch some YouTube videos about how to run. I know some people think it's a bit stupid, like how to run, because like everybody knows how to run and you just walk and get faster and that's running. But then there are some things that help you with your run, like momentum wise, like you mentioned, and even preventing injuries. So things like where you land on your foot.
Correct.
Maybe like I also saw like about arm digging, which you slightly mentioned.
Yes.
So maybe you can explain a bit more on that, on like the form. What's the best form for running?
There is
how it helps.
There is no best form per se, because if you take a look at all the athletes, they all themselves individually have their own way of running. So I think the most important is you have to stand up straight, keep upright. Imagine there's a string tugging in your head. So you always keep about look at the horizon. So you always look at the horizon when you're running. Keep your body upright, chest out.
That's the other thing I want to talk about on the side also is when I was running, I was looking on the floor. So that's not really the best lah. So it's best if I...
because you keep yourself, when you look at the floor, you feel very constrained, slouched.
Okay.
So if you look in the horizon, you stand up straight. It helps with your breathing also. Better posture, better breathing. So essentially, running is all about energy conservation and how fast your muscles take in the oxygen. So definitely, if you breathe better, your muscles will work better.
Right.
So as long as if you keep upright, helps with your gait, helps with your swinging.
So if I slouch or if I'm like looking out, whatever, I'm just wasting a bit of energy.
You're wasting a lot of energy. So it's all about energy conservation. You always keep in your mind. So I have this checklist in my mind always. I start from the top. So I'll think about head. Is my head upright, looking at the horizon? Is my chest puffed? Keep your chest out. Is your arm swinging? So usually I will hold like a C shape.
C shape.
So I will hold a C shape. Else, if you're very painful, I will do this. I'll pinch my middle finger.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I will dig my nails into my middle finger. Then I run like this. Because you don't want to constrain, you don't want to fist up, because you feel very, I don't know how to put it in words, but you feel very you feel very tight.
Or tense lah.
Yeah, and also there's no lot of wind. There's not flow, because your arms, your hands will get very sweaty, very hot. So I will usually do this and I'll keep it up like that.
So you open it.
I open it up. I'll keep a C like that, and keep my fingers spread. Or else I do this. If it's very painful, trying to withstand the pain, I'll dig my fingers into this my middle finger.
Interesting.
Then I'll swing. Then what I'll do is when I go up to my nipple line.
Interesting.
Yeah, so 90 degree nipple line. Go to my hip, to my hip. Then just do this. Keep going, left, right, left, right.
How flat out are your elbows?
So
tight or
you don't have to
easy,
tight.
easy?
Just easy.
Okay.
Just relax. Just relax it. So once you stand up right, you just relax your shoulders. Just relax it. Don't tense your shoulders. Relax it. Do this. Nipple line, hip, nipple line, hip. Just nipple line, hip, all the way.
That is what you're thinking lah.
Yeah,
when you're running.
nipple line, hip, man.
Okay.
Then just do it. So because usually people over. I think it's okay. Naturally, it's okay
Sure,
because
yeah.
you're trying to push. But in general, if you're doing easy day, nipple line hip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay.
And then
So going downwards
yeah.
now, yeah.
Then when you are running with your
Yeah.
legs, so generally you want to do a mid-foot strike.
Okay.
So your heel.
So what is mid?
So when you do your heel, right, it has a lot of feedback, energy return.
Okay.
So a lot of energy return will injure your knees.
I
So
see.
in general, I wouldn't suggest heel striking
Right.
because it also means that you are overstriding.
Okay.
Overstriding means you're making too big of a step.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so too big of a step means your cadence also a bit lower already. So a bit lower, it does affect your energy return and your knee pain.
Yeah.
So I will do a mid-foot strike or a forefoot strike.
Okay.
So forefoot strike is more for sprinting lah.
So forefoot
Yeah.
is the like near the front lah,
Near the front.
toes and the,
Near the
and the
toes,
ball of the
yeah.
foot.
Then what
I
I
mean, not the
suggest
toes,
is
who
the
runs
toes.
on
The toes. Some people do run like
On their toes?
because they
What's
have
the
the
ball
more
of the foot,
spring.
ah?
They are more springy, you know.
Oh,
so they
interesting.
can more feedback.
Okay.
So because they're leaning forward.
Okay.
So they have like sprinters. You actually notice they always
Right,
on their
right.
toes.
So the
Yeah.
most comfortable one will be like the
I would
mid
definitely go in the
slash
mid.
slightly,
Yeah, mid slightly slash.
slightly
Yeah.
forward.
If you
a bit,
notice some sports shoes also, they have this thing called the drop height.
Okay.
So drop height is how your shoes are angled.
Okay.
So they're naturally also angled like this.
Or
So
to in a way
yeah.
force you or
Yeah,
or
they
suggest you to land
Yeah,
there.
correct.
with
So
every
they
step.
actually force you to land in your midfoot.
proper midfoot.
So
I
you
see.
can also adjust yourself.
Right,
Yeah. So you can
right.
also take a look at what shoes are. Some shoes have a 13mm drop height versus
Oh.
a 5mm drop height. So you can see which one is more comfortable to you also.
So what the bigger the better, as in like as in which part of the foot is the drop height?
Yeah,
or
so drop height
what
is
does the
so this is
millimeter
0mm drop height.
Okay.
This is 5mm for
Oh,
example,
I see,
then
I see.
9mm, then so and so
Right,
forth.
right.
Yeah, so
if
you-
you're sprinting, I suppose
Yeah, you're supposed
the
to get
higher
yeah,
the better
higher.
lah. But and flat
Not
is
necessarily. Not
flat is
necessarily.
maybe just going out shoes like I guess.
Going
but
out shoes, correct.
Running
So
shoes will have a bit of
sneakers
angle.
is zero.
I
Sneakers
see.
are zero.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
running
yeah,
shoes
yeah.
are generally a bit like 5mm to
Right,
13mm.
Right.
So you need to see which one is best for you. So you can go to iRun, you can go to the Sports SG
Yeah.
or the running shoe, the running shops to actually try it out first before you buy.
I see.
So my tip is you always if you go to the local stores, it's
Yeah.
more expensive.
True,
So
yeah.
what I do is I go there and try it out first.
Yeah.
Then I'll buy it online.
Buy online. Yeah, I
it's
mean
way
at the end of the day,
Yeah.
they get from the same retailers.
Correct.
lah,
Yeah, they
so
get from the same
it's-
place. So it's
No,
better.
I mean I'm also very worried about buying shoes
Yeah.
online directly because of
Correct.
the size, because of the fit.
Yes.
Because I realized actually when I buy my running shoes, different cutting one.
Yeah,
like,
correct.
Like Nike is a bit tighter in my opinion.
The
than
toe box is
Adidas.
tighter.
Yeah. So I really feel better when I try it on
Correct.
at least, and then.
Yes.
But if you do go to the shops, I suppose wait for the Singapore sale, this kind of thing. Yeah.
Or you go to IMM for the warehouse sales.
Or
Yeah.
sometimes I think Expo runs sales
Yeah.
for all these shoes. So so that's one thing.
Yeah. So getting back to the form,
yeah,
I always
back
have
to
a checklist. Okay, so I'll go head, shoulders, arms, and then legs. So legs landing, I got into it already. I would like to. This is a bit controversial.
Okay.
But I like to have a saddle. So I would like to slightly squat a bit.
Okay.
So that I'll minimize the impact. But you can actually Google or check YouTube. Yeah, it's a bit controversial. Some people like it, some people don't.
Right.
Some people say that it's inefficient, but I think for me it's most comfortable. And
Right.
I think in the end of the day, as long as you don't get injured,
Yeah.
you're comfortable running,
It can last longer.
it lasts long.
Yeah.
No running
I
form
think-
is correct per se.
I think for
Yeah.
me, when I was running my 2.4, also
Yeah.
maybe I can recommend to people. Actually,
Yep.
the best way to run is to not stop, right?
Not stop, yeah.
stop,
Definitely,
right?
yes.
So what you kind of want to do, especially for 2.4 or maybe even 5K, like, is just go all the way, no matter what the speed is. Or rather, if you want to run, you should run, but you don't go to a complete halt, right?
Yeah.
Because if you stop, then you ruin your momentum.
Yes, ruin the momentum, yeah.
And all this kind of thing. Maybe even chance of getting injured also
Yep.
as you stop because, like you said, landing on the heels and whatnot. So that might definitely impact your run lah. Maybe even your motivation to
Yep.
keep going also. Yeah. So So can we go back to the arm swing? So how does that really help? Like,
Okay.
because
So
people might think that running is just legs, man.
okay,
right?
yeah.
Or-
I missed out one point also. You need to
Yeah.
have a good core.
Okay.
So everything is all at the end of the day is the core. Because when you're swinging, it does affect your. I think because when you walk normally, you swing your arms naturally.
Yes.
And when the swing of arms does help your movement of your legs.
Oh, okay.
So that is generally what you are trying to do. The
I
swing of
see.
arms helps propels the leg.
right.
Naturally.
In
It's
like a
it's
mechanical
it's
fashion
mechanical
lah,
fashion,
you will-
yeah.
you will
exactly.
just move your legs as you
Correct.
move
And
your
then with a
arms.
strong core also, it helps you with the endurance and help you with the swinging.
I see.
So in general, you don't want to swing too much. Okay, because it wastes a lot of energy. So naturally, you want to keep like generally in the same straight position and swing.
So keep your chest basically facing forward at all
very
times,
facing
but
forward,
then
yes.
letting your obliques and your core,
Obliques and core,
control the connection lah between your upper body and your legs.
feel
Right.
the activation. And one more thing I also forget, the glutes. Glutes also matter a lot. Why? Because it helps your kick of your legs. So what I generally do is I will kind of activate my glutes and then try to kick back.
Yeah.
So it's called pulling. You pull your leg back.
Right.
Probably I can bring up a video.
Okay.
In a subsequent
maybe put in
podcast.
snippets on our Instagram or something. Yeah.
So you want to kick your leg back.
Yeah.
So people some if you're running slow, it's okay, but when you're getting faster and faster paces, about like sub 3, sub 4 paces, you definitely want to pull your leg back for more strike length. At the same time, you do not want to overextend your legs. So I told you about the heel striking.
Yeah.
You also try to keep your foot behind your knee so that you don't overstrike and heel
Behind
strike.
your knee. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just like squats. You know, when you squat,
yeah.
you also don't squat above your
knees.
above your knees should stay behind your foot.
The other thing I wanted to ask was, I saw some other people running. I mean, I'm no professional myself, but maybe you would know lah. I see them jumping a lot when they run.
Yes,
this is
correct.
very inefficient, right?
It's inefficient,
Because sometimes I look at them like, I think keeping low to the ground might
You should
be...
keep to
Yeah.
So in general, you want to keep your eye level about the same height. You don't want to bounce too much. So I don't.
If you bounce, might as well you convert it to
Correct,
distance, right? And just
I agree.
lean a bit more forward,
Yes.
and then.
I don't. I guess you have to keep an active lookout for this. You try to figure out on your own how to stop bouncing, because I can't really. I also notice some of my friends also they bounce. So I think one good way is to run with your friend. So ask your friend, hey, what's my
See your form like? Because you don't know yourself when you
correct.
do it.
Yes, I have a friend also. Hey, I noticed. Hey, why are you leaning to one side? Why are you bouncing a bit? Then if you just give him like, heads up. When you're running about 1K, 2K, then you're bouncing a bit. You are leaning. Try to adjust it. Slowly adjust as when you adjust, as you get more and more runs in. You will naturally remove all these bad habits.
I see. Okay. That's
So
very interesting.
usually I run with my friends, then they will tell me, hey, I'm because usually when I get very tired, right, I will lean my head to the right because I feel so tired.
And you don't even know.
I kind of noticed it,
subconsciously.
but I try not to do that also. But you will notice a slight lean.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I will clench my core, and because it's so painful,
Right,
during the run, I will clench and I will face there.
Right.
Yeah, but so I think it's best to run with your friends and figure out what are the bad habits you need to remove. Yeah.
So for run training, right? What's the best schedule for it? Like, is it, I don't know, maybe for both beginners and advanced, right? Is it best to run every day? Because gym also has its own recommendations and whatnot. So what's for running?
Personally for me, I'm training for Berlin Marathon.
Oh, okay.
So I have a running plan and I have a gym plan also.
Okay.
So I'll gym 135. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday I will gym, and then I'll run on Tuesday, Thursdays, Saturday and Sunday. So I have enough ample time to work on different muscle groups and rest adequately.
Right.
So back then when I only focused on running, I will actually run every day.
Okay.
But each run has its own
things you're working
things
on?
I'm working on.
Okay.
So I will definitely alternate between easy days. So easy days are like your zone 2 heart rate runs.
Right.
So I have a heart rate monitor. I will try to make sure that my heart rate doesn't go above 135.
Okay.
Then I'll go very slow.
Right.
And then I will enjoy myself, listen to music.
Right.
Then on harder days, I will either do a tempo run. So tempo runs are about zone 4. So about 170-ish heart rate.
Okay.
And then I'll go for maybe about 8K to 10K. That will be a tempo run. Then the following Thursday, I will do an interval. So intervals are your more faster paced anaerobic muscles. Anaerobic muscles are your power muscles. They give you energy, they give you power. So I will try to focus on these twitch anaerobic muscles. So I will go for 1K intervals, 400 meter to 1K intervals. So I'll go very fast. Then also have adequate rest between the sets.
Right.
And then on Saturday, Sundays, I'll do longer runs. So I'll do 21 and longer runs to develop more of VO2 max endurance. So there are a bunch of jargons here. I just
put it out there first.
So there are
maybe you guys can search it up.
There's
talk
tempo
about it maybe in the
runs,
next
endurance. Tempo runs, aerobic endurance runs, VO2 max runs, and then your intervals.
So you mix these up lah.
I mix this up so that you focus on all your muscle groups.
But also rest, right? So
of course, rest.
Rest is important as well.
So rest will be my zone 2 runs. But nowadays, I take rest very seriously and I'll just, don't run.
Yeah,
it's more efficient.
I want to ask you about that because personally also last time when I was a lot younger, when I was sick, I would also go and work out because I'm like, I can still go.
That's not the way.
Should we? Yeah.
That's not the way. You already know it's not the way.
So if you are really sick, you have sinuses or high fever or whatever,
it's best
just rest.
Best to rest so that you can recover faster, and then when you recover faster, you can get back into it faster. I know it's super demoralizing to come back and then hey, oh no, I can't get back to the pace. I can't get back to the weight. But that's how life is, you have to get ill and take a break. It's just human, and if you push too hard also, you are naturally easier to fall ill.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I was talking about that to my wife yesterday. It's like there were times I remember last time where I was pushing myself very hard already for very long periods, like say 3-4 months of intense training.
Correct.
And then I realized I get sick very quickly because my body just shut down.
Yeah, it's
my body
because you're
like
putting too much effort in working out, then you naturally fall ill.
Right.
So if you have watches like these, they actually have AI plans. You can enter, I want a 12-week plan to do a half marathon.
Or you can put it on ChatGPT.
ChatGPT, give me a 12-week plan. They will actually give you a roller coaster like workout.
I see.
So 1 week you will do very hard. The following week you'll be easier.
Easy a bit, okay.
Yeah, or it can be 2 week, 1 week, 2 week, 1 week.
Right.
So it naturally gives your body more time for rest. So very important, rest and weave in rest.
Right.
People underestimate the importance of rest.
So
I think for a normal person, like if you just want to maintain your fitness, I think running about 3 times a week minimally is the best.
Okay.
So just do 2 simple 5Ks, then on the weekend you do a long maybe 10K.
Okay.
Generally for me, I'll do that. If I'm not running anymore, like not training for a race, I'll do 5K and 10K in the weekend.
I see. Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
So it depends here and there.
Yeah.
On your schedule and how much you enjoy running, I guess.
Yeah. Do you think about running like at lunchtime at work? Like, do you do that or?
Do I think about running?
Not think about it. Like, do you do that or?
Do I do that?
Do you want to do that?
Back then, I was very crazy. I do lunch runs to train my heat endurance, my heat acclimatization.
Okay.
But I realized it's so inefficient. There's no point because you cannot run fast.
You're just dying.
You're just dying. You're just injuring yourself. So I think do yourself a favor. If you're in Singapore, you don't run outdoors in lunchtime. You can do treadmills.
Right.
But just do yourself a favor. Just don't run in the afternoon. Because not only that, the sun is so hot. You can give you skin cancer. You need to level up.
So yeah.
So
let's not forget that.
Let's not kill ourselves.
Yeah.
That's why
train efficiently, train safe, right?
Train safe and don't go crazy. Some people also wear the masks. There's this VO2, like this mask that restrict your breathing. I think that's totally bullshit.
I'm a advocate for natural training. You know what I mean? I all these extra fancy things I also like just don't.
it looks macho, I guess, because I noticed that people do that in NS also. They wear that. I don't know what's the main benefit to that. But I feel like it just restricts your breathing.
I feel like these kind of things, if like it's not doctor recommended or it's not like you're not professionally paid to train, right?
Yes.
I don't think you have to do all these
it's
bells
over. It's over already.
Runs is just put on your shoes and go.
Keep it simple. Stick to the. It's not very difficult.
Do you train with elevations and
elevations?
I mean, naturally in Singapore, when you run outside, there's some ups and downs, lah. But does that matter too much? Like
it doesn't matter too much, but it does also help change up the training plan. So I think you mentioned previously, I think in one of my notes is hill training or hill strides.
Yeah.
So I live in Serangoon.
Okay.
So Serangoon area, there's this place where there's a lot of hills in the real estate area. So I'll usually, back then I would run up the hill and run down, up and down, up and down. So it definitely does help with it's an alternative to interval training.
I mean, it hurts your thighs a lot more.
It hurts thighs a lot more.
To be honest,
so you can find it as an alternative to interval training.
Right. So again, back to the switching out of things. So you
switching out of things.
Yeah, so you don't get bored of one thing.
Other than hill training, there's also trails. So you can do McRitchie, Chestnut. Yes, those hills there are crazy high.
Sure.
So it does help with your endurance. It does help with your fast twitch muscles because you push a lot. You kick back a lot to go up, and also helps. And if you are very bored, you feel bored during running, right? In trails, you cannot be bored. You have to always keep an entertained mind.
Yeah, true.
You always be focused. Otherwise, you can trip and fall very
on
easily.
your steps also, yeah. Like
so it's another element of adrenaline.
I see.
So when you run down the hill, for example,
Correct, yeah.
I used to have this friend. He ran with me, taught me how to run hills. So we run down the hill. Oh, it was so fun. But at first it was scary for me, so I'll go a bit slow.
Yeah.
Then he taught me how to always be on my toes, you know.
Right.
So that
properly,
if you actually
yourself
fall,
also,
you can catch yourself. Yeah,
Right,
correct.
right.
So I actually love trail running.
Yeah.
At one point of time.
Well, I personally love like being in nature when I run.
Yeah.
Like so for me, it's like running around. Like my neighborhood has quite a bit of nature, but
Yes.
like you say, the trail runs and whatnot.
Yeah.
But sometimes I also run at MBS also.
Yes.
I mean, I haven't done so in a while, but
Yeah.
I love that area. It's very nice and there's plenty of space. I think you see a lot of run clubs there also.
Oh, nowadays
So-
there are many run clubs. Also. I think you mentioned previously also to get into running.
Yeah,
you can join those run clubs also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's very nice. All right. So this most of the things,
Most
or
of
the
the
basic
things,
things of running.
You just
we
touch
can
on
go.
the iceberg only of
Yeah.
running.
There's still like the
Yeah.
trainings and like you say about all the
Correct.
different types of
Yes.
trainings. But we'll bring it to the next episode. So for those out there, if you haven't followed us, please follow us on Instagram, FatFitFam. Our episodes are also out on YouTube Music, and Spotify. So comment down below what you want us to talk about next, who you want us to interview. We have guests coming in as well. And in summary, just run well.
I think just keep focused.
Keep focused. Yeah.
Be consistent.
Yeah.
Know what you're aiming for.
Yeah.
And then enjoy running. Enjoy
I
working
think
out.
enjoying it. Yeah. All right.
See you next episode.
Yeah. Remember to live heavy
Run fast.
and eat well. I should say eat well first. Nah, whatever. Okay. See you guys in the next episode.
See you guys. Bye.